brother Holly Holroyd. Holroyd was graduated with a degree in accounting, and upon graduation plans to pursue a career in public accounting and obtain a CPA. And to go number 20, Carter Holroyd.
Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome back to Seguin, Texas for the third game of this weekend series where we see your Texas Lutheran Bulldogs facing the Centenary Gents. Let's meet the lineups for both teams, starting with the visiting Gents. Batting first in center field, number 23, Blaine Berkelback. Batting second at the designated hitter position, number 33, Turner McClelland. And right field, we see number 7, Noah Paulson. At first base, batting fourth, number 43, Ethan Hopkins. In left field, number 4, Bryce Bienvenu. At second base and batting sixth, we see, batting sixth at third base, number 37, Garrett Romero. Batting seventh at shortstop, number 27, Vance Sarter. Batting eighth at second base, number 4, Aaron Gillum. And then behind the plate and batting ninth for the Gents, number 60, Jackson Bunch. And on the mound for the Gents today is going to be number 35, Jacob Broussard. For the Bulldogs, batting first at shortstop, number 3, Chase Bourgeois. Batting second, number 34 at left field, Caleb Alfaro. Batting third, and your designated hitter, number 30, Braden Sprunzel. Batting fourth at first base, number 24, Adam Peavy. Batting fifth and behind the plate, number 29, Cole Cravens. Batting sixth at second base, number 2, Cooper Jen. Batting seventh in right field, number 10, Caleb Small. Batting eighth at third base, number 1, Michael Barrera. And batting ninth for the Bulldogs, number 8, Aiden Spires, and he's going to be in center field. And on the mound for the Bulldogs today, we see number 13, Isaiah Ramirez. If you are watching us for the first time, if you didn't watch the games yesterday, let me tell you what happened. The Bulldogs in both games yesterday went out to a commanding lead over the Gents through the first 6 innings. And then, out of nowhere, the Gents gained a lot of firepower, a lot of confidence, and got the sticks rolling. In the first game, a 2-run home run from Ethan Hopkins pushes the lead to 1 in the top of the 7th inning, and the Bulldogs could not combat it. And then in the second game, with 2 outs in the 6th inning, the Centenary Gents score 7 runs unanswered to take the lead 7-4 and end up winning 10-6. So the Bulldogs are looking to forget that memory of what had happened yesterday and bounce back today on Senior Day as we see the Bulldogs defense out early here. Now the question today, can the Bulldog offense get rolling early and put a stop to whatever momentum the Gents will bring in the later innings? As we see number 23, Blaine Berkelback, coming to the plate. The center fielder, who in that second game really caught fire for the Gents, as he receives the first pitch from Ramirez. Strike 1. Second pitch from Ramirez floats just high for Berkelback. We have a 1-1 count here. Ball rides just a bit inside for Berkelback. 2-1, top of the first. Fourth pitch of the at-bat. Skied foul into the Gents bullpen, and fans are scurrying to get out of the way of that one as that one exits the ballpark. Blaine Berkelback, the sophomore out of Pearland, Texas, looking to get the Gents going early today. As Ramirez changeup, filth, strikes Berkelback out for out number 1. Ramirez on the year has a win-loss record of 3-3 with 8 appearances, 5 starts, 27 strikeouts, 28 now if you count that one that we just saw. As now we see number 33, Turner McClelland, who was a huge part of that Gents run yesterday, as he watches ball 2 in the dirt. The pitch from Ramirez. Right down the middle. Strike 1. McClelland skies this one to Spires in center field for the easy put out. Out number 2 here in Seguin, Texas. As now we see Noah Paulson, who, if the Gents want a chance here today, need him to get going, as he, I believe, leads the team in hits on the year. As that pitch from Ramirez right down the pipe for strike number 1. That pitch fouled back right over my head. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here for the Bulldog defense as the pitch from Ramirez. Yes, he did. Strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Ramirez in the top of the first. The Bulldogs looking to get the bats going early here. We'll be right back.
More than dream of a better world. Make it happen with a TLU degree. Texas Lutheran University provides one-on-one opportunities for students to build their college resumes. As freshmen and sophomores, our students are already performing research with a professor, presenting at conferences, and building their portfolios to apply for graduate schools and professional health programs. The world needs you. Answer your calling. TLU. Learn boldly. Live to inspire. Learn more at tlu.edu.
And welcome back to today's broadcast. We see the bottom of the first inning with the Bulldogs leadoff hitter, number 3, Chase Bourgeois, the senior, on senior day, hoping to feed some life into this Bulldog offense. Chase Bourgeois on the year, currently leading the Bulldogs in triples, hoping to potentially get one here early. As the pitch from Broussard just outside. The second pitch rides inside for ball 2. Chase Bourgeois, like I said, leading the Bulldogs in triples, finished 4th nationally in triples last season. Currently is 11th nationally in triples in 2026 with 4, and 2nd in program history with career triples as he fouled that one off for strike number 1. As he skies that pitch to center fielder Blaine Berkelback for out number 1. As now we see number 34, Caleb Alfaro, who batted in the 8th spot both games yesterday, getting moved up here. Coach Palmer has a lot of confidence in this young man right here. Hopefully to do something good for the Bulldogs. Putting him in that 2nd spot. It's a pitch from Broussard inside on Alfaro. The second pitch from Broussard outside as Alfaro yesterday in that 2nd game with a single hit by pitch, which allowed him to score, and a walk, which allowed him to score. Helped the Bulldogs a little bit, but wasn't enough to get the win as he watches strike 1 down the middle. 2-1 count here for Caleb Alfaro. 1 out in the bottom of the first. That looked like the same pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out for Caleb Alfaro and this Bulldogs offense. As he skies that one to left field. Left fielder running back, able to cleanly track that one as that ball lost its legs midair. For out number 2. Now we see the designated hitter, number 30, Braden Spencer, who was undoubtedly the Bulldogs' best offensive player yesterday. Having 3 singles in the first game and 2 singles in the second game, which allowed the Bulldogs and gave them life going into the bottom of the 9th, where they ultimately came up short as he watches strike 1. Pitch from Broussard. Just a bit high for Sprinzel and that umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch from Broussard. Sprinzel rips that one right into his favorite spot in between the second baseman and shortstop. Right up the middle for a single. Keeps his hot streak alive with another single here today as we see number 24, senior Adam Peavy. Hoping to carry the momentum he's been having the past few series. unfortunately, didn't do much yesterday for the Bulldogs. Hoping to change that today. The power hitter as Broussard checks Sprentzel over there with a short lead at first base. The reigning SCAC hitter of the week, Adam Peavy, up to bat. On the pitch, watches strike one. Ball just a bit high for Peavy. Peavy, who earned the honor of hitter of the week in February, became the first multi-time SCAC hitter of the week for the SCAC conference in 2026 by receiving it this week as well. As it's a 1-1 count here for Peavy. Runs inside. Umpire didn't think so. Strike two, excuse me. Pitch from Broussard. Runs high. Way outside the zone of Peavy, who is 6'4". It's hard to miss that. Pitch from Broussard. Pass ball. Sprentzel's able to take second. Puts a runner in scoring position for the Bulldogs. Early here. Full count. 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning for Mr. Adam Peavy. As he rips that one to the shortstop. Shortstop fields it cleanly and easy put out for out number 3 for the Gents. We will see Isaiah Ramirez in this Bulldog defense looking to gain more control in the top of the second. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Flow Sports has changed the game. We created the essential destination NCAA fans deserve. Together, Flow College and NCAA conferences, institutions, and teams have taken all collegiate sports to the next level.
Oh my God! Back to Jones. She lets it fly from deep, and she buries it. Oh, a wraparound. He's got some speed down the sideline. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The new collegiate record belongs to Parker Valby.
Looking in front, Stockfish, offload shot, score!
Smith making 3. That is crushed.
It's a touchdown!
And welcome back to Seguin, Texas. We now see number 43, Ethan Hopkins, the first baseman, who yesterday propelled the Gents in a win over the Bulldogs in that first game with a 2-run homer in the 7th inning. As the pitch from Ramirez finds the middle of the zone for strike one. Second pitch from Ramirez. Money. 2 strikes. No balls for Hopkins. Pitch number 3 on the way as he fouls that one off. Barely escapes the net. behind him. As Isaiah Ramirez having all the confidence in the world right now. Here comes the pitch as Ethan Hopkins skies that one into short left field. Chase Bourgeois calls off left fielder Caleb Alfaro. Said, I got this one for out number 1. Now we see number 4, Bryce Bienvenu, who was able to close the game yesterday for the Gents in the bottom of the 9th, giving them the win as he watches ball 1 in the dirt by his feet. Excuse me. Pitch from Ramirez, just outside. Third pitch finds the middle for strike number 1. .29 strikeouts total for Ramirez. 2 balls, 1 strike for Bienvenu. Finds strike 2. Two count here as Bienvenu grounds that one foul to Peavy. With an ERA of 4.85, Isaiah Ramirez looking to keep his first inning hot streak alive here. Pitching to Bienvenu. And that's a good pitch. Skied to left field. That's going to drift foul. Pitch from Ramirez. Skied back foul to the cars driving behind us. Bryce Bienvenu. Scratching, clawing, fighting to stay alive here. Pitch from Ramirez. That looked good, just a bit low. Full count. As Bienvenu battles back and walks for the Gents. Now we see the dual player, pitcher and third baseman, number 37, Garrett Romero, who yesterday pitched the first game and then had a pretty decent game at third base in that second game as Ramirez pitches to him. Bienvenu's going to go. Ball is loose. Cole Cravens does a cool slide there to get the ball. As Bienvenu is able to steal second. The Bulldogs hoping for not what happened yesterday. As the error train came through Seguin in that 7th inning of both games with multiple errors from the Bulldog defense. As Bienvenu takes a big lead. And Ramirez is going to check him over there. Got one ball on Romero. It's that ball just a bit outside for the umpire. 2 balls for Garrett Romero, the third baseman. Pitch. Looks good. Strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike here for Romero as he skies that one to Chase Bourgeois at shortstop. No movement needed. That ball went right to him. 2 outs for the Bulldog defense with a runner on second base. Chase Bourgeois with the 2 outs already in this inning with a fly out from Ethan Hopkins and a fly out from Garrett Romero just now. Now we see number 27, Vance Sarter, the shortstop. As Ramirez is going to check him again. Almost went in between his legs there. The pitch from Ramirez. Outside for Sarter. Isaiah Ramirez, the sophomore out of San Antonio, Texas, went to Marshall High School. Looking to keep the streak alive for the Bulldogs as Sarter is able to drill that one in between short and third. Mishandled by Alfaro in left field. Allows Bienvenu to score from second. And that's going to be a single for Vance Sarter, and he starts off 1 for 1 today. Should be the first hit so far for the Gents. Now we see number 2, Aaron Gillum, who had a pretty acrobatic catch over the second base bag in that first game. That ball was drilled out to him, jumped, skied his glove up before the catch. I have 2 outs here in the top of the second inning for the Bulldog defense. The pitch from Ramirez drilled into that same spot that Vance Sarter just drilled his. Back-to-back singles here for the Gents. As now we see number 60, Jackson Bunch, who in that second game really came alive for the Gents. With a walk, 3 singles, and a double. So we have 1 ball on him right now. Pitch from Ramirez. Bullseye. Strike 1. With the check to second base, Cooper Jen. Didn't look like that big of a lead over there, but better safe than sorry. As Jackson Bunch fouls that one off back to the wall. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Jackson Bunch. 2 outs here for the Bulldog defense. Hoping to get another one right here. As he skies that one into the foul territory by right field. Caleb Small and Adam Peavy both running out there. Couldn't quite get there, though. Jackson Bunch trying to stay alive here, trying to get out of the Bulldog grasp of down 1-2. As the pitch from Ramirez, just a bit high on the 5'10 hitter. Bunch, the freshman out of Clinton, Louisiana, has evened up this count to 2-2. The pitch from Ramirez fouled off back towards our parked cars. Hopefully it didn't hit one of them. Two balls, two strikes for Jackson Bunch, as he skies that one to Spires in center field for out number 3. The Bulldogs looking to get going here on offense, trying to capitalize on any mistakes they can find. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Cott Isbell Field in Seguin, Texas. We now see number 29, Cole Cravens, the catcher, who has really propelled this season into a really big offensive role for the Bulldogs, as he is facing Broussard for the first time today. Watches that one go right by him. Strike one. Pitch from Broussard. Outside. Craven's nodding for some reason. Cravens looks to get going here for the Bulldogs. 1 ball, 1 strike for Cravens. Rides him inside. Two balls, 1 strike for the catcher. Ball just a bit inside for Cravens, pushes the count to 3-1. Jacob Broussard on the year, currently second on the team with 34 strikeouts, but then last in earned run average with a 6.75, appearing in 11 games, 7 starts with a win-loss record of 3-4. giving up 39 hits. Bulldogs hoping he can give up one more right here. Cole Cravens has a 3-1 count early here in this second inning. Pitch rides inside. Take your base, sir. Cole Cravens with a walk early here for the Bulldogs. Now we see the standout sophomore, number 2, Cooper Jen. Cooper Jen has been generational for the Bulldogs, both last season and this season. 4th on the team in RBIs. And finished 3rd in the team last season in home runs with 4. As he watches ball 1. Cooper Jen hoping to give the Bulldogs some momentum here as he rips that one towards left field that looked like it for sure had the legs to go. Just couldn't straighten it out and go fair. Wouldn't that have been something? Cooper Jen, as I was talking about home runs, pretty much took the words out of my mouth and spoke it into existence. As that count now goes to 1-1 after a rip out to that left field line by the second baseman. Pitch from Broussard. Cravens takes a lead. Chops that one to Sarter. Cooper Jen able to beat the throw from the double play. They just trade places there, Jen and Cravens. As we now see number 10, Caleb Small. It's a small world after all. Caleb Small earned SCAC Hitter of the Week honors for the first time in his career on February 9th when he hit safely and scored a run in all 3 games while racking up 7 hits and 7 RBIs for the Bulldogs. As he watches ball 1. Currently ranks 2nd in the country with 6 triples already this season. One ball here for Caleb Small as Broussard is going to check Cooper Jen over there at first base. Getting a little dangerous with that lead. Pitch. Just kidding. He's going to check him again. We got 1 ball to Caleb Small as he rips that one into center field. As now we have 2 outs with Michael Barrera coming up to the plate, who batted second for the Bulldogs yesterday, moved down to that 8 spot. Him and Caleb Alfaro switched places. As now we see what he can do today against Broussard with a runner on first. Checks the runner again. The pitch to Barrera. Outside. 1 ball, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Jacob Broussard with the pitch to Barrera. Low for ball 2. That's what the Bulldogs want. Ahead in the count right here. 2-0. Hoping to take advantage where they can find it. As that ball again ripped to center field as the center fielder charges it up and gets an easy third out here for this Gents defense. When we come back at the top of the third, we see Isaiah Ramirez looking to keep his hot streak alive. Don't go anywhere.
I chose TLU because I like the one-on-one that I get with my professors.
Being able to talk to all the professors one-on-one, they were definitely helpful in deciding like what I can do with my degree and then how to get into those different fields.
I liked the tour of the campus. I liked seeing how everything was really close together. Our classes now from first year and second year are all in the lab, so we have our own space that we can go to for studying.
Well, I chose TLU because I had met some people who were in the program and they told me some good things about it. It's a smaller school, so I feel like I was going to get more of that one-on-one type of learning.
I get to, be more hands-on with patients and more engaged with my preceptors and my professors and my classmates as well.
And welcome back to the ballpark today. We see number 23, Blaine Berkelback, back up for the Gents as the lineup flips over. Struck out against Ramirez the first time swinging. That was a beautiful pitch. But umpire didn't think so. Ball 1. Second pitch from Ramirez. Berkelback fouls it off. 1 ball, 1 strike for Blaine Berkelback. Pitch from Ramirez. High and outside. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Ramirez. Berkelback's going to sky this one to Spires. Access denied for Berkelback. Spires told him to Berkel get back in the dugout. It's out number 1 for this Bulldog defense. As you see, the designated hitter, number 33, Turner McClelland. The pitch from Ramirez. Skied foul. Into the grass. Almost hit an old lady. That would have been bad. Second pitch from Ramirez. Skied to Aiden Spires again. Aiden Spires must have a magnet in his glove for the ball, as he is able to successfully put out the first 2 outs of this inning. The last 3 outs, if you count Jackson Bunch's fly out in the inning before. As now we see number 7, Noah Paulson, up for the Gents. He struck out with that same exact approach right there, not knowing if he wanted to swing or not. But strike 1. Does the same thing. Can't decide if he wants to swing fully through the ball or watch it go. And that's been detrimental for him as he's now down 0-2 with 2 outs here. As Ramirez has all the confidence, pitches it just outside. Surprised he didn't do it again. One ball, 2 strikes for Noah Paulson as that pitch looked beautiful. That's the reason I'm not an umpire, folks, because I would have called that a strike, and the Bulldogs would be hitting right now. And the beautiful frame on the artwork from Cole Cravens strikes out Noah Paulson. The Bulldogs escape that top of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Hoping to get the sticks rolling here. We will be right back. And welcome back on this Good Friday baseball game in Seguin, Texas. Currently out for the Bulldogs, number 8, Aiden Spires, who put out 3 of the last 4 outs for the Bulldogs defense. See if he can get something going here. As the Bulldogs in that gold and black uniform, as Aiden Spires watches strike 1. Looked a bit inside, but the umpire didn't think so. As he fouls that one towards Nolan Salinas, the first base coach. Currently down 2 strikes quickly for the Bulldogs. Aiden Spires looking to get something going. As the pitch from Broussard is on the way. Struck him out swinging. It's going to be Broussard's 35th strikeout on the year. Now the lineup turns over for senior Chase Bourgeois. Certainly been bad and bougie this season, as he returns this year after a breakout junior year where he was named to the All-Region by D3Baseball.com and American Baseball Coaches Association, as he skies that one to short right field. The right fielder, Paulson, not able to get there in time for the diving catch. The ball hits the ground right before his glove. So Chase Bourgeois with a single in the third inning. So now we see number 34, Caleb Alfaro, the left fielder. Who, on the year, currently batting .351 for this Bulldogs offense as he skies that one. Trouble ball over the second baseman's head. Chase Bourgeois is going to go third and stand up safely at third base. Caleb Alfaro doing some good things here for this Bulldogs offense. Now we have runners in scoring position, 1 out. Chase Bourgeois on third base, Caleb Alfaro at first with the most consistent hitter this weekend, Braden Sprenzel, up to bat right now. We could see a squeeze bunt or a hit and run situation, or we could see Alfaro try to take third. As we see Braden Sprenzel showing bunt, like I said, he laid it down beautifully, and that's going to score one. Sack bunt scores one. RBI for Sprenzel. If I'm Chase Bourgeois, I'm going in there thanking Sprenzel. Now we see the power hitter, Adam Peavy. Peavy, he entered this weekend ranking 7th nationally in hits with 43 and 8th in on-base percentage with 61% as he watches ball one. We have Caleb Alfaro at second base. 2 outs for the Bulldogs, 1 ball. As Broussard deals. And Peavy fouls that one back into the Bulldog bullpen. Hopefully our camera person is okay in there. The pitch from Broussard. Peavy skies that one into right center. That's going to get down. Peavy's going to take more bases. Stand-up double for Mr. Adam Peavy. Gorilla pounds on the chest as the Bulldogs score another run. Adam Peavy, who couldn't really get anything going yesterday, finds something in the third inning for the Bulldogs. Puts them up 2-1. Now we see number 29, Cole Cravens, who led off last inning for the Bulldogs. Pitch from Broussard. Low in the dirt. As the second pitch chopped up the middle. Sarter able to cleanly make that play for the Gents. Puts out Cole Cravens at first base. But not before the Bulldogs can score 2 runs. Can the Bulldog defense capitalize on that momentum? We will be right back.
Play harder.
And the go-ahead run comes across. Bulldogs on top.
Respect everyone.
Play hard, but play fair.
Cheer for your team, not against the visiting team.
Respect opposing players, coaches, and fans.
This is the SCAC.
Welcome back to Seguin, Texas, on the campus of Texas Lutheran University. Currently in the top of the fourth inning, we see number 43, Ethan Hopkins, up for the Gents. As Ramirez sees him again, fouls back to the grass. Strike one. As looks like he chops that one foul. I thought he missed it. But nonetheless, able to get out by Ramirez to Peavy. Now we see number 4, Bryce Bienvenu, who walked last inning and then was able to steal and ultimately score off of a single from Vance Sarter. As Ramirez winds, deals, and finds the zone for strike number 1. This Bulldogs defense fueling right now, as that breaking ball couldn't quite break for strike number 2. It's going to end up being ball number 1. One count here for Bienvenu. Just a bit outside. For Ramirez, the pitch from Ramirez inside on Bryce Bienvenu, who is currently ahead in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Went out here for the Bulldog defense. And Bienvenu's going to walk again. As now we see the utility player, number 37, Garrett Romero, who didn't do a bad job pitching yesterday for the Gents, and then played third base in that second game. As we see him at third base again today. Isaiah Ramirez finds the zone for strike 1. He's going to check Bienvenu over there. But he's able to safely get back to the bag. As now we see Isaiah Ramirez against Garrett Romero. Ball just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out for this Bulldog defense. Bullseye finds the zone for strike number 2. Isaiah Ramirez getting the call from Coach Palmer. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is going to check Bienvenu over there at first. As the sun is peeking through the clouds here in Seguin, Texas. Been pretty gloomy all day. We saw a little bit of rain earlier, but now the sun has come out to play. The pitch from Ramirez. Romero skies that one to Alfaro in left field, able to cleanly get down. As now we see runners on first and second for the Gents. With 1 out, here we see number 27, Vance Sarter, the shortstop, who singled last time, allowing Bryce Bienvenu to score for the Gents. As we might see a bunt here from Sarter. Just kidding. Pass ball for Cravens. Bounces off his shin pad. Allows Bienvenu and Romero to advance the bases. One ball, no strikes for Sarter. As that pitch is called ball 2, the fans not quite liking that call from the umpire right there. I didn't like it either. As that pitch is fouled off by Sarter. 2 balls, 1 strike here for Sarter with 1 out. This Bulldog defense hoping to add another out to that total. That ball fouled back into the trees. Count stays the same. This pitch from Ramirez fouled back into the net. Two balls, 2 strikes for Sarter. As Ramirez pitch. And that's unfortunate. Sarter drills it to Barrera over there at third. Bienvenu takes off with a sloppy throw from Barrera. Moves Cravens off his spot. Allows the Gents to score. So that now adds 2 errors to the Bulldog total. As Garrett Romero stayed at second. Now we see number 2, Aaron Gillum. Watches strike 1. Romero gonna test the waters, and Cravens threw him a little off his bag, but I believe Barrera beat him to the spot. But because Mike Diaz made the safe sign, the umpire called safe. Now, Coach Kyle Palmer is going to challenge the umpire's call right there. And I agree with the contest from Coach Palmer here, as that one looked clearly out to myself up here in the booth. As we are awaiting the call here. Garrett Romero tested the waters on Cole Cravens. Cravens threw to Barrera a little off his spot, but Barrera was able to get back to the bag right as Romero was sliding in. And I'm pretty sure I thought he beat him there for that second out. And the umpire doesn't look happy, isn't going to talk to his fellow companions, and he's going to stick with his guts here and keep the runner there. I don't agree with that call at all. So now we have one out, runner on third and first. 1 ball, 1 strike here for Gillum. Ramirez. That ball's drilled right back up through the middle. That's going to score 1. As now there are runners on first and second for the Gents. Now that will push the lead of the Gents to 1, where they're up 3-2. Now we see Jackson Bunch, who flied out to center field last time, had a pretty good day for the Gents offense in that second game with 3 singles and a double and a walk. As that one misses somehow for ball number 1. Pitch from Ramirez in the dirt. Now, if you're this Bulldogs defense, you're trying to find something to stop the moving freight train that is this Gents offense this weekend. As that pitch looks good, is good for strike number 1. 2 balls, 1 strike for Jackson Bunch. Pitch from Ramirez isn't going to go, and he's going to check Sarter at second base. The pitch from Ramirez, they're going to go hit and run situation. We have a runner's interference. Looks like a double play because Cooper Jen is able to tag out Gillum as he's running. What a remarkable play by Cooper Jen, the standout sophomore. For out number 3, Bulldogs give up 2 runs there. We now have a 3-1 ball game when we come back. And welcome back to Seguin, Texas for the bottom of the fourth inning where we see Cooper Jen, who just made that crazy double play in the top of the fourth to end it, gets rewarded with an at-bat here. Hoping to do something for the Bulldogs as he looks at ball one. Cooper Jen with 28 hits out of his 101 at-bats, hoping to add to that total right here as he looks at strike one. Got a 1-1 count here for Cooper Jen. See, watches strike number two. One ball, two strikes for Cooper Jen, the sophomore. The pitch from Broussard, right on in there. Cooper Jen gets a little underneath it. It's going to go foul. Both third baseman and catcher run after it, but that's going to be the third baseman, Garrett Romero, who tracks that ball down and gets a stop. 4 out, number 1. Now we see number 10, Caleb Small. Caleb Small, the sophomore from Round Rock, Texas. Currently doing some good things for the Bulldogs on the year with a third in batting average and fourth in hits. Hoping to scoop the coal that's going to fuel the train that is this Bulldogs offense. As he's now ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. And he rips that one foul towards the Centenary dugout. One ball, one strike for Caleb Small here. Ball runs just a bit inside, just a little bit. Acrobatic bend backwards. Utilizing that team yoga to not get hit by the pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning as Caleb Small steps into the plate. The pitch from Broussard. Caleb Small goes opposite and almost hit the Bulldogs bullpen player over there warming up. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Caleb Small. As Jacob Broussard looking to pitch as Caleb Small fouled that one off to stay alive. Caleb Small inching his way to find some life. Two balls, 2 strikes. Caleb Small drills that one in between Vance Sarter and Garrett Romero for a single. Giving the Bulldogs a base runner here. As now we see number 1, Michael Barrera. Had a couple errors happen in that, actually 1 error. in that last inning. As Caleb Small taking a short lead over there, takes one step, thinking about going maybe, doesn't. Michael Barrera drills that one into left field, and the left fielder able to cleanly put that one out. That's going to be Bryce Bienvenu. So now we have 2 outs. We see Aiden Spires, who struck out swinging last time at bat. The center fielder, who has had a magnet in his glove the majority of the day today, resulting in 5 of the Bulldogs out so far on defense. As Broussard checks Caleb Small over there. Caleb Small is going to go. Jackson Bunch couldn't handle the speed of Small. Jackson Bunch didn't even want to throw that one. We see Caleb Small still on base to second base. Hopefully Aiden Spires can move him around as he swings and misses for strike number 1. Ball just a bit high for Spires. Decides not to swing at that one. So now we have a 2-1 count for Aiden Spires. Made it look like the ball was inside, but the ump didn't think so. Strike number 2. The 2-2 count. Pitch to Spires. Spires fouls that one off. Has to play the inside corner because an umpire really loves that inside zone for right-handed hitters. The pitch from Broussard. Rocketed up the middle. Spires beats the throw. And that's going to score Caleb Small. Caleb Small smart right there. As the second baseman, Aaron Gillum, couldn't quite beat the speedy Spires on the throw to first. That's going to score Caleb Small. That's going to tie this game. Now the lineup flips over for Chase Bourgeois, the senior. As Spires is going to get checked over there. On the year, Aiden Spires is 10 for 11 on stolen base attempts. Looking to use his speed right here. Maybe to take one. Not now, as Chase Bourgeois watches ball 1. Jackson Bunch tried to frame that. Wasn't good enough. 2 balls. No strikes for Chase Bourgeois. As he fouls that one off towards the parking lot. 2 balls, 1 strike for Bourgeois, who had a single in the 3rd inning. Hoping to keep his hitting streak alive today. Spires thought about going. The misleading from Spires made Jackson Bunch think about it. But 3 balls, 1 strike for Chase Bourgeois. Spires is going to go hit and run situation. As Chase Bourgeois is going to fly out to the center fielder, Blaine Berkelback, for out number 3. The Bulldogs score 1 in the bottom of the 4th to tie this game 3-3. Can Isaiah Ramirez and this Bulldog defense halt the train that is this Gents offense when we come back? Happy Good Friday. Happy Easter weekend to those watching at home. You see Blaine Berkelback up for the Gents today. Blaine Berkelback currently 2nd in RBIs this season as he flies one out on the first pitch to Chase Bourgeois, the star-studded shortstop. Now we see number 33, Turner McClellan, the designated hitter, who is 2nd in batting average for the Gents as Ramirez still on the mound for the Bulldogs. Deals strike 1. Ramirez winds, fires. If I'm not mistaken, that looked like the same pitch that we just saw, called strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. As McClelland skies this one to Alfaro in left field for the easy put out number 2. Now we see number 7, Noah Paulson, the right fielder, who struck out swinging and struck out looking in his first 2 at-bats against Ramirez today, as he is going to fly out to Aiden Spires, currently responsible for 6 outs for the Bulldogs defense. Quick 3 up, 3 down for the Bulldogs. Can the Bulldogs get going offensively? We'll find out when we come back. And welcome back to Cott Isbell Field for the bottom of the 5th in this matchup between the Centenary Gents and the TLU Bulldogs. We see number 34, Caleb Alfaro, who flew out to left field in his first at bat and singled in between shortstop and third base as he shows bunt, pulled it back. Jackson Bunch can't handle the heat of Broussard. Ball 1. As Alfaro's going to chop that one into short right field and get a single. Back-to-back singles here for Alfaro. And we see number 30, Braden Sprunsel, the DH, who normally plays third base and pitches a little bit. However, has been upgraded to the designated hitter for this weekend. Coach Palmer trying something out here with Sprunsel. The pitch from Broussard runs high. Ball number 1. The Bulldogs currently in first place in the SCAC with a 14-6 record, 3 games above the second place team, the Hendricks Warriors out of Arkansas. As Broussard checks Alfaro over there. The Gents are in 8th place. Excuse me. Yeah. Currently in 7th place with 1 game behind McMurray for that 6th and final spot in the SCAC Conference Tournament, which will be towards the end of the month as Sprunsel does what he's supposed to do and moves over Alfaro for the first out. Now we see at number 24, Adam Peavy, who really got going in the 3rd inning with a double to the right field wall. And it looks like they're going to intentionally walk Adam Peavy. I guess when you're that good of a hitter, you get that privilege. I never got that privilege when I played baseball. Now we see number 29, Cole Cravens, who grounded out, walked in the second inning and then grounded out to shortstop in the third as he watches strike one. One strike for Cravens. Hit and run situation. Both Alfaro and Peavy went. As we now have an 0-2 count for Cole Cravens, the catcher. With one out, tie ball game. And Cole Craven's going to strike out swinging. Fortunately, that's not what Kyle Palmer and the Bulldogs want, which brings up Cooper Jen, the sophomore, hoping to keep this Bulldogs hitting inning alive. He flew out foul to Garrett Romero at third base last time up. As that ball rides inside, almost hit him. But it didn't. Now we're at one ball, no strikes for Cooper Jen. Another hit and run situation. And he skies that one to right field. Paulson. That's going to be the third out of the inning. Bulldogs can't capitalize on a first and second situation. Can their defense prevail here? We'll find out.
As an MAT student, you are an athletic trainer, and I think that's something really cool that we get to experience.
We're pretty hands-on. Anything that like our preceptor asks us to do, like we're able to do. Going out to practices and traveling to games.
We're doing evals, looking at them, helping them with their rehab like protocols.
For me personally, I do a lot of like hands-on where I'm like speaking with the patients about how they feel, and so I feel like it's a lot of like one-on-one interactions.
Knowing that I'm going to go into the clinic every day and I don't know who's going to walk through the door and what their problem's going to be, and that I get to be the one that tells them like, hey, this is what's wrong, but I can also help you, so here's a solution.
And welcome back to Seguin, Texas. We see number 43, Ethan Hopkins, up to bat for the Gents. And Ramirez still cooking for the Bulldogs as he fires in strike one. On Hopkins. Strike two, called. 2 strikes for Ethan Hopkins on 2 nasty pitches from Isaiah Ramirez. Shuffles, deals. Can't quite find the zone there for ball 1. Isaiah Ramirez able to get Ethan Hopkins to foul that one off. Back towards the concession stand. The pitch from Ramirez. Fouled off to the exact same spot it just went. So now we see 1 ball, 2 strikes for Ethan Hopkins. Isaiah Ramirez went up early with 2 strikes. Deals to Hopkins. Hopkins grounds a chopper to Adam Peavy. And Isaiah Ramirez covers a bag and says, "You got a friend in me," for out number 1. Now we see number 4, Bryce Bienvenu, who walked both times before this as Ramirez pitches. Strike 1. Ramirez on a heater right now. Pitch from Ramirez, looking to stay hot. And does. Gets Bienvenu to foul that one off. 2 strikes, no balls for Bienvenu. And Isaiah Ramirez has all the swag in the world right now. As the Bulldogs outfield is shifting, the pitch from Ramirez. Skied to right field, lands barely foul, allowing Caleb Small to not give much of an effort. Brings Bienvenu back up for the Gents, down 0-2. See, Isaiah Ramirez really getting to a spot and finding that zone for this Bulldogs defense. Despite the 3 runs given up. The pitch from Ramirez. Chopped to Cooper Jen. Pitch and catch for out number 2. And we see number 37, Garrett Romero, who singled last time and ended up scoring for the Gents. The pitch from Ramirez, just a bit outside for Romero, the third baseman and pitcher for the Gents. On the year, Romero, hum diddly dee! Cooper Jen makes an outstanding play to put out Garrett Romero for the 3rd out of the inning. As I was saying, Garrett Romero is 3rd in batting average. But then I was at a loss for words as that ball was rocketed up the middle, and Cooper Jen makes an outstanding generational play for the Bulldog defense. Tie ball game, bottom 6th inning. Bulldogs looking to find some life when we come back. And welcome back to the ballpark today. We see Caleb Small leading off for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Caleb Small singled in his last at bat and ended up scoring for the Bulldogs, tying this game at 3 apiece. As we still see Broussard up on the mound for the Gents. The pitch just a bit high for Caleb Small. Watches ball 1. Pitch from Broussard again. Outside once more for ball 2. Just low for ball number 3. Broussard, the senior out of Houston, Texas. Looking to not walk Caleb Small. The Bulldogs hoping otherwise. The pitch from Broussard finds the zone for strike 1. Three-one count here for Caleb Small as he rips one into left center gap, and I believe it's going to be Blaine Berkelback able to track that one down and make the out for the Gents. Now we see number 1, Michael Barrera, up to bat for the Bulldogs. The pitch from Broussard finds the zone for strike 1. Third baseman Michael Barrera on the day flew out to right field and left field, hoping to not repeat what he did there as he watches ball 1. Bulldogs hoping they can get a base runner on for Aiden Spires and hopefully the beginning part of this Bulldog lineup. As he's going to foul that one off for strike number 2. Ball in the dirt for ball number 2 to Barrera. Jacob Broussard trying to get out of this, but Barrera has other plans. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Barrera. The pitch as he drills that one to shortstop Vance Sarter. Easy put out for the Gents. Now we see number 8, Aiden Spires, who singled last at bat. Hoping he can potentially do the same here. As Coach Mike Diaz still trusting his guts with Broussard. And the first base umpire says Aiden Spires swung through. Sure didn't look like that. as Spires fouls that one off. Quickly down 0-2 for the Bulldogs offense. Two strikes, 2 outs for Aiden Spires. Watch the ball in the dirt for ball number 1. The pitch from Broussard. In the dirt again. Aiden Spires has evened up this count. Two balls, 2 strikes for Mr. Spires. Finds one high, is battled back to a full count. After the life was squeezed out of him, he was able to break free a little bit. And now has a chance of escaping with a base hit. The pitch from Broussard as he rips that one through the shortstop and third baseman and takes my words out of my mouth and does it. With a base hit, brings his total base hits on the year to 30. Now the lineup turns over for number 3, Chase Bourgeois, the shortstop. Hoping to move Spires over. He's going to check Spires at first. And Bourgeois watches strike 1. And Broussard's going to keep Spires honest over there. On first base, as we see Chase Bourgeois hoping to do something here for the Bulldogs. Ball outside. Got a 1-1 count for Mr. Bougie. Two outs for this Centenary Gents defense. Chase Bourgeois may have other plans. Aiden Spires goes. Slides up safe for the Bulldogs, able to steal second. Currently at 2 balls. 1 strike for Mr. Bourgeois. 2 down here. And Bourgeois fouls that one back. There was a kid walking on the sidewalk. I thought it was going to hit him. Fortunately, it did not. Two balls, 2 strikes for Mr. Bourgeois. Pitch from Broussard. Runs high on Bourgeois. 3-2 count, full count for the Bulldogs in this 2-out rally. The pitch from Broussard. He did not go. The umpire had to check with the first base umpire to see if he went. He did not. It's going to walk Chase Bourgeois to first base. Runners on first and second for the Bulldogs, bringing up Caleb Alfaro. Mike Diaz is going to have some words for his pitcher, Jacob Broussard. We may see a pitching change here, or just a pep talk. The Bulldogs, with 2 outs back-to-back, now have runners on first and second after a single through the left side by Aiden Spires, and then a walk by Chase Bourgeois, who was battling, got it back to a full count, and was able to sneak by with a walk. Now we see Caleb Alfaro, who in his last time singled. He kept his single streak alive, hoping to do the same here. As Mike Diaz walks back to his dugout, proud of what he told his pitcher. So here we go. Jacob Broussard to Alfaro. Alfaro fouls that one back over the Bulldog dugout. Could see another hit and run situation here for the Bulldogs. As that ball runs high on Alfaro. Currently has 13 hits on the year, Alfaro, plus the 2 he has today, so a total of 15. As we see another hit and run situation, that ball is placed perfectly into the gap. That's going to score 1, and Alfaro is going to take second. And he does his job, scores a run for the Bulldogs. Moves Bourgeois to third. And he will go to second. It'll score Aiden Spires, giving the Bulldogs the lead. Now Mike Diaz is going to pull him. I guess that pep talk didn't work for him. Now we see a new pitcher. We will introduce him when we come back. Welcome back to today's matchup. We see Coach Diaz replacing Jacob Broussard for number 9, Cohen LaRue, who did pitch yesterday for the Gents and currently at 36 strikeouts, which leads the team. Now we see number 30, Braden Sprenzel up. And Sprenzel watches strike one from LaRue. Cohen LaRue with the second lowest ERA at 2.57, meaning that he allows about 2.5 runs every time he's up to pitch, as Sprenzel skies that one into center field for Birkelback, and that's going to end at the bottom of the 6th. Not after the Bulldogs score one, though. Can Isaiah Ramirez and this Bulldog defense keep it going when we come back?
Ready?
TLU men's basketball team. And you're watching Old Dog with New Tricks.
Welcome back to Seguin, Texas on this Good Friday. We see number 27, Vance Sarter, coming up to the plate for the Gents. Gonna get something going for him. He singled both times up before and watches ball one from Ramirez. And strike one for Isaiah Ramirez on the shortstop. Strike two. Isaiah Ramirez heating up for this Bulldogs defense. Shuffles, deals. Sarter skies that one to Caleb Small in left field. I thought that ball was going to go foul. Excuse me. But one out for this Bulldog defense. Now we see number 2, Aaron Gillum, who singled in his last two at-bats as well for the Gents. Isaiah Ramirez looking to stay hot for this Bulldog defense as the first pitch. Strike one for Ramirez. Second pitch after getting the call from Coach Palmer. Strike two, swinging. Got an 0-2 count here on number 2, Aaron Gillum, who plays second base for the Gents. Isaiah Ramirez wheeling, dealing right now for the Bulldogs. It was at this time last game yesterday that the Gents made their run, and Aaron Gillum's going to pop up to Caleb Small again for out number 2. We see Isaiah Ramirez facing Jackson Bunch for the 3rd time today. The pitch from Ramirez. Just a bit outside for ball 1. Second pitch from Ramirez. Just a bit high on Jackson Bunch. Ball just a bit outside for Jackson Bunch, as Isaiah Ramirez, after heating up on the first 2 batters, is now down 3-0 in the count. Hoping to battle his way back here with this pitch. Finds the zone for strike 1. The pitch from Ramirez finds the center of the zone for strike number 2. Battling back to a full count. Isaiah Ramirez having all the confidence right here with the pitch. And Jackson Bunch pops up to Cooper Jen at second base. And the Bulldogs are hot. Isaiah Ramirez cooking. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. We'll see what the Bulldogs can do on offense when we come back. And welcome back to Cod Isbell Field as we see Mr. Adam Peavy coming up to the plate for the Bulldogs. Hoping to stay alive here for the Bulldogs. He was intentionally walked last inning. as he has strike one. Pitch from LaRue sends Peavy reaching for it. Strike two. This third pitch from LaRue. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Mr. Adam Peavy. As the pitch from Cohen LaRue on its way. Adam Peavy grounds that. Gets through the glove of Garrett Romero, the dual threat player, and Peavy's going to take 2 on a double. Fired up. Adam Peavy having a great day today with 2 doubles, 2 walks. Now we see a pinch hitter for the Bulldogs, number 11, Matthew Elizondo. Forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. The senior out of Eagle Pass, Texas. On the year, 20 games played, 14 games started for Matthew Elizondo. Currently batting .245 average, having 13 hits of his 53 at-bats. Hoping to give the Bulldogs some life with Peavy on second. Shows bunt. Ball goes through the legs of Bunch, and Peavy takes third on the pass ball. Got a 1 ball, no strike count for Matthew Elizondo. Strike 1 for Matthew at a 1-1 count here with Adam Peavy on third base. As that ball goes outside on Elizondo for ball number 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. The umpire says he went. It's going to be called strike 2. Two count here for Matthew Elizondo. And he watches the ball in the dirt. Full count. No outs with Adam Peavy on third base. Elizondo was able to foul that one off. It looked like that ball rolled foul, but it was not a drop third strike. That's what the umpire ruled. So we have out number 1. As we see a pinch hitter again for Cooper Jen, number 19, Caden Hall, the senior. Looking like Coach Palmer is giving his seniors some love here as he's pinch hitting some of them to bat right here. Pitch, and Caden Hall swings and misses. Caden Hall, who caught in the first game for the Bulldogs yesterday, was replaced by Cole Cravens in the second game and in today. 1 strike for Mr. Hall. The pitch from LaRue outside. 1 ball, 1 strike for Mr. Hall. And Caden Hall, swing and a miss for strike 2. Caden Hall currently with 1 ball, 2 strikes for the Bulldogs as the pitch, swing and a miss by the senior, Caden Hall. Now we see number 10, Caleb Small, up to bat for the Bulldogs. The sophomore from Round Rock, Texas. Two outs here for the Bulldogs after a double, stand-up double by Mr. Adam Peavy. Bulldogs hoping to score him at some point in this inning as Caleb Small watches that ball outside. Looks like either they walked Caleb Small or some sort of violation happened, but now Caleb Small, it's a free base. So after confirmation, Caleb Small was intentionally walked by Mike Diaz and that Centenary coaching staff. Now we see number 1, the third baseman, Michael Barrera. As that ball stays outside for ball number 1. The pitch from LaRue on the way. Caleb Small went. That ball is going to drift foul for strike number 1. You have Adam Peavy on third base after a double and a pass ball. Caleb Small is going to go again. That ball skied into right field. That's going to stay foul and give Michael Barrera a second chance. As that pitch count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes for Mr. Barrera. Now, we could see the same thing here with a hit and run, which will send Caleb Small early, hoping to score 1, if not both, runners on base. And here's the pitch. Caleb Small is going to take off. for ball number 2. Caleb Small, uncontested, taking second. The pitch from LaRue outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes for Barrera, with runners on second and third. The pitch from LaRue. Barrera chops it to his fellow third baseman, and he makes the out. 3 outs for the Bulldogs. We got the top of the 8th coming up. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We have the top of the 8th. Here, we have a new pitcher for the Bulldogs, number 37, Joe Hernandez. The sophomore out of Rosenberg, Texas. One ball on Blaine Birkelback. That ball finds the zone for strike number 1. Joe Hernandez on the year. Three appearances with 2 strikeouts and 6 walks, as the count goes to 2-1 on Birkelback. Kyle Palmer having a lot of faith in Mr. Hernandez here. Late in the game, up 1. Pitch from Hernandez. Looked good. I don't know what the umpire's seeing over there, but push the count to 3-1 for Birkelback. Birkelback showing a high bunt. Looks like he's going to pull it away. Strike 2 for Mr. Hernandez. Full count here for Birkelback. Trying to get something going here. And he walks, tosses bat in confidence. Don't be too confident. You're still down 1. As we see number 33, Turner McClelland, up to bat for the Gents. Joe Hernandez, the lefty, pitches. Strike one for McClelland. Isaiah Ramirez, who pitched the first 7 innings for the Bulldogs, had a unbelievable hot start for this defense. And now Coach Palmer going with Joe Hernandez, and Joe Hernandez checks Perkleback over there at first. And that curveball sits in there for strike number 2 on McClelland. No balls, 2 strikes, as Joe Hernandez deals just a bit outside for McClelland. And that pitch just a bit outside for McClelland. 2-2 count for Joe Hernandez, trying to gain some traction here as a pitch. McClelland fouls that one off towards the Bulldog bullpen. Still 2-2 for McClelland as the pitch from Hernandez is on the way. Curveball couldn't quite curve. Three balls, 2 strikes, full count for Turner McClelland. As Joe Hernandez checks Berkelback again at first. Full count. Joe Hernandez. Runner goes. I believe McClelland fouls that one off. Catcher Caden Hall and umpire a little shaken up by that foul ball that hit both of them. Looked like a hit and run situation for the Gents as Berkelback took off running. Thinking we'll see the same right here as the pitch from Ramirez. Hernandez. And that pitch from Hernandez is fouled off by McClelland. Could see a third time's a charm type of thing for Blaine Berkelback over there. Trying to... There he goes again. And ball 4 just outside. Now there's confidence. Now there's some boastfulness in that Gents dugout. Now, Coach Kyle Palmer going to go talk to his guys. Seeing if he can slow down the flame that is currently arising right here. And I believe we're going to have a new pitcher. And we will introduce him when we come back. Okay. Welcome back. Excuse me for my absence. But we see a new pitcher, Parker Schutte, who I believe gave up a couple runs just there as Brockleback came around to score and McClellan came around to score after a base hit from number 7, Paulson, and Ethan Hopkins flied out to left field. Now we see number 4, Bryce Bienvenu, up to the plate for the Gents. As Parker Schutte pitched yesterday for the Bulldogs, checks the runner at first. 1 strike, 1 out for Schutte. Checks him again. And pass ball from Schutte. He's able to move Noah Paulson over to second. Just like that, when the Bulldogs thought they had all the momentum with a double from Adam Peavy, things change with Parker Schutte pitching to Bryce Bienvenu, and he's going to sky out to Aiden Spires in center field, and Paulson tags up. Now we see number 37, Garrett Romero, up to bat for the Gents. Who is currently 1 for 3 on the day so far. And has a 37% on base percentage. Watches strike 1. Pitch from Schutte. Strike 2. Now the question is, can Parker Schutte close this inning out for the Bulldogs and prevent any further damage? The pitch from Schutte. Skied back to us. Still 2 strikes for number 37, Garrett Romero, as Parker Schutte looks to get the third and final out of this inning. Looked good. The umpire didn't think so. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Romero, as there's a runner on third. Noah Paulson after a base hit to right field. And that ball looked good. I guess ran just a little bit inside on Romero. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Gary Romero. Hoping. Ball bounced right back to Schutte. Pitch and catch with Peavy for the third and final out. That's going to end the top of the 8th. The Gents score 2 on the Bulldog defense, unfortunately. Fortunately, though, Bulldogs still have hope, still have chances to come back in this one. We'll see what happens when we come back. And welcome back to Cott Isbell Field on the campus of Texas Lutheran University. Currently, Bulldogs trailing the Gents 5-4 after a 2-run inning by the Gents. The Bulldogs hoping to get something going here. I'm hoping so too. The fans are hoping so. As you see, the center fielder, Aiden Spires, up to bat. Cohen LaRue, strike one on Spires. Second pitch from LaRue is drilled by Spires in between Vance Sarter and Garrett Romero for a single, giving the Bulldogs life early on in this 8th inning. Now the lineup flips over for senior Chase Bourgeois. Balls thrown behind Bourgeois allows Spires to safely take second base and judge if he wanted to try third. Nonetheless, it's ball one on Bourgeois. And Coach Diaz is going to go talk to his guys on the mound. Chase Bourgeois on the day is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Coach Diaz sticking with LaRue here, hoping he can get the very best out of his star pitcher. As the cloudy day has prompted the lights to be turned on. Chase Bourgeois shows bunt, pulls it back. And Aiden Spires able to take third on the pass ball. Two balls, no strikes for Bourgeois, with a runner on third after 2 pass balls. He watches ball 3. 3-0 count here for Mr. Bourgeois, right where the Bulldogs want to be right now, with a runner on third and your leadoff hitter very ahead in the count. And he watches ball 4. Take your base, sir. Spires still on third. Bourgeois over 2. First, as the umpire calls time for the Centenary dugout. I believe we're getting a bench warning on the Centenary dugout. Now we see number 34, Caleb Alfaro, up to bat for the Bulldogs. On the day, Alfaro has had 3 singles in a row, going 3 for 4. And Bourgeois is going to go. It's the classic first and third situation. Send the first base runner trying to tempt the catcher to risk it all. But Jackson Bunch is smart. 1 ball on Mr. Alfaro. Runners at second and third. LaRue pitches. Alfaro didn't go. According to the third base umpire, that's going to be 2 balls. No strikes for Mr. Alfaro. No outs either for the Bulldogs. Excuse me, I believe they changed that last call to a strike. Now we're sitting at 1-2. As Alfaro chops that one to Hopkins. Hopkins didn't know what to do with it and ends up just tagging out the runner as he met him at first. 1 down here for the Bulldogs. As we see number 30, Braden Sprintzel, the senior out of Robstown, Texas. He went to Cal Allen High School. Now 1 down, runners on, second and third for the Bulldogs, as Sprintzel fouls that one off back towards the Bulldog dugout. Gents lead 5-4 in the bottom of the 8th inning. I have a time called by Coach Palmer. Going to go talk to his hitter, base runners, and coaches. We're going to see what scheme we're going to try to play. As they break the huddle. Braden Sprintzel still up to bat today for the Bulldogs. Showed bunt. And that ball's popped back foul for Sprintzel. Currently down in the count. 0-2. The pitch from LaRue, fouled back by Sprintzel. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Runners on second and third for the Bulldogs. The pitch from LaRue. Sprintzel watches it in there. Ball 1. The pitch from LaRue on the way. Sprenzel over the head of the second baseman. And that's going to score one, and a pass ball is going to score Bourgeois. And the Bulldogs take the lead. As that ball rolled into right field, the right fielder, Paulson, makes a bad throw to the catcher, Bunch. Ball rolls past him. Bourgeois, smart enough to go score. Braden Sprenzel with another single on the weekend. Now we see Adam Peavy, who will be intentionally walked again. So now you see Adam Peavy, who has 2 doubles, and now his second time being intentionally walked today. Now we see number 11, Matthew Elizondo, the senior. From Eagle Pass. And we're going to see a pinch runner for Braden Sprenzel, number 28, Diego Flores. Now, runners on first and second with Adam Peavy at first. Diego Flores at second, pinch running for Braden Sprenzel after that base hit. Pitch to Matthew Elizondo is ball 1. Bulldogs lead 6-5 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Strike 1 to Matthew. One ball, one strike here. Pitch from LaRue in a hit and run situation. Matthew Elizondo couldn't connect, and Jackson Bunch fires it to second base. Doesn't try to get the lead runner. Makes a bad throw. Throws the cover off his bag and allows both Adam Peavy and Diego Flores to take a bag. Now we have runners at second and third. Pitch from LaRue. Matthew Elizondo flies that one to left field, and both runners are tagging up. That's going to score one. It's an RBI from senior Matthew Elizondo. And that's the second out of this inning. Bulldogs up 7-5 with Adam Peavy on third. The last time Adam Peavy was on third, he was left stranded by himself. Now, Coach Diaz making a change here late in this ball game. We'll see who it is when we come back. And welcome back. We have a new pitcher for the Gents. It's number 24, Carson Dingler, the sophomore, out of Chandler, Texas. Went to Brownsboro High School. In the year, Dingler has 11 strikeouts and 10 walks. Now we now see number 19, Caden Hall, as he watches ball one. One no count, runner at third. And Caden Hall, ground out to the third baseman, Garrett Romero. So the Bulldogs score 3 in the bottom of the 8th. Can Parker Schutte and this Bulldog defense stand strong to finish out the game? Find out when we come back.
More than dream of a better world. Make it happen with a TLU degree. Texas Lutheran University provides one-on-one opportunities for students to build their college resumes. As freshmen and sophomores, our students are already performing research with a professor, presenting at conferences, and building their portfolios to apply for graduate schools and professional health programs. The world needs you. Answer your calling. TLU. Learn boldly. Live to inspire. Learn more at tlu.edu.
Welcome back to the ballpark today. We're in the top of the 9th inning after a chaotic and eventful game. We see number 27, Vance Sarter, up for the Gents. Bulldogs lead 7-5 after a 3-run inning in the bottom of the 8th, which pushed them over the edge to gain the lead. Parker Schutte, 2 balls, pitched on Sarter. The question is, can Parker Schutte and this Bulldogs defense, fueled by Kyle Palmer, escape here with the win as strike one goes down? Two balls, one strike for Sarter as he pops that one up. Looks like Peavy's calling everybody off. Quick out for Adam Peavy, and this Bulldogs defense, one down. See number 2, Aaron Gillum. Excuse me, we're going to see a pinch hitter. Number 6, Clay Menard, who had a decent game yesterday for the Gents, making his first appearance today. Pitch from Schutte, just a bit high on Menard. As that second pitch finds the zone for strike one. on Menard. One count here for Clay Menard. As Parker Schutte fires that one in there, just misses high. For 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch from Schutte. Rifled in there for strike number 2. We've got a 2-2 count for Clay Menard. Pinch hitting for number 2, Aaron Gillum. The pitch from Schutte as Menard, just a little late, able to foul that one off behind the Bulldog dugout. Schutte steps off, checks Palmer. No funny business from Schutte right here. As the Bulldogs thought that would have been strike 3. The umpire didn't think so. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the top of the 9th. And it's a called strike 3 after Clay Menard thought it was a walk. Fans erupt in excitement as 2 outs are down. Parker Schutte takes a victorious stroll around the mound. Now we see a pinch hitter for the Gents, number 18, Walker Wickland, who pinch hit yesterday for the Bulldogs. Excuse me, for the Gents. First pitch from Schutte, just a bit outside. For ball number 1. And Parker Schutte a little ahead of that one. Since it's foul and the fans are clapping as if someone caught it. But there's a tree in my way, so I can't see. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs for Walker Wickland. Oh, we see the fan who caught it holding his daughter. Two balls, 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now for Walker Wickland. And this Gents offense with 2 outs. Parker Schutte looking to have some magic here for the Bulldogs as he walks Wickland. Now we see the lineup turnover. Blaine Berkelback up for the Bulldogs. We're going to see a pinch runner for Mr. Wickland. And I don't have a number on who that is yet. I believe that's going to be number 10. Andrew Landry, the senior out of Gonzales, Louisiana. Two outs here for the Bulldogs. Don't need to do anything crazy. Just got to get 1 out, and the game will be over. Parker Schutte pitches. Ball 1 in the dirt for Berkelback. Another ball in the dirt for Schutte, as that pushes the count to 2-0. 2 outs. As Kyle Palmer is going to come talk to his closing pitcher right here, seeing if he can get the best out of him in this last inning. We'll be right back. So, Kyle Palmer just left the mound after briefly conversing with his guys, trying to get this third and final out, secure the Bulldog win. Pitch from Schutte, down the middle, strike one on Berkelback. Schutte, breathing, pitching, strike two. Fans are clapping enthusiastically because this could be it for the Bulldogs. Parker Schutte, as that ball is grounded to Elizondo. Easy pitch and catch with Peavy. And that's going to be the ball game. Bulldogs win on senior day for their seniors. After a back and forth game, the Bulldogs are able to sneak by the Centenary Gents 7-5 after a 3-run 8th inning, which gave them the push over the top. Story of today, both teams got the bats going early. Both pitchers were working early as well, with Isaiah Ramirez straight dealing through the first 6 innings of this game for the Bulldogs. That'll push the Bulldog win total to 20 overall and 15 in conference play. Thank you guys for watching Bulldog Baseball. I hope you have a blessed Good Friday and Easter weekend. Jesus Christ is real. He is risen from the dead. He came and saved us from our sins. Thank you. My name was Ben. See y'all next time.